when
level.
people say that the way politicians play political football with the economy, it erodes their own credibility, because if you've made, for someone like finance minister, if you've made a principled stance that the IMF program will not be good for us, should you not resign, or should you be the one to lead us to negotiate with them based on a question of principle?
Yeah.
Is that not legitimate?
I think it's a fair question to ask. The answer I've provided already, that the minister responsible for fiscal policy, the minister responsible for finance, has expressed a view supported by the government's view, that it is better to use domestic measures to deal with some of these challenges than to find yourself in a situation where you need external help of this nature. Unfortunately, the domestic measures have been challenged. At the time they have been challenged, there's a twin global crisis that is biting hard. Any president who feels the pain of his people would explore what options work best. And this is the window that the president has asked us to open and engage and ensure that we're able to find the necessary resources to deal with the short-term problem, but also at the same time deal with the bigger economic problem.
But is there not a fear in government? Is there not a fear in government that the position of the finance minister weakens us before IMF? Because if you have...
The president chairs the task force, as I've told you. The minister and his team are putting their details together. They will come back to the task force the president chairs. And the president is responsible for economic policy. I think sometimes we think that the finance minister is responsible for the economy. The finance minister actually is responsible for fiscal policy. The Bank of Ghana is responsible for monetary policy. Real sector development, broader economic policy sits with the president. He has an economic management team under him that will be doing the day-to-day management. The president is in full control of the end-of-day engagements that we'll have with the fund. The president is the one who spoke to the fund managing director on the phone.
But what we know about these engagements and the details are that they would typically work with the vice president and the finance minister. So typically for all these programs, for the details, it's the finance minister and the vice president.
No, based on the framework and the objectives as agreed between the president of the republic and the managing director of the fund. No, but that's how it works. In fact, if you speak to any of these people, they'll tell you that the first thing that will happen is that the president of the republic would have to call the managing director and have a conversation that, listen, X, Y, Z, and this is what I'm asking my people to do. This is a broad framework within which I want my people to do the detailed negotiations with your people.